What's up? What's up? Hey.
Hey, everybody.
Happy Christmas edition.
Yes, welcome to the Christmas edition of Marriage Porn.
I'm waiting for your P. Oh, what happened?
P to the O to the
No.
P.O.R.N. Pure, open, renew, and navigate, guys. How y'all doing today for this Christmas edition? Yes, I know it's a couple days before Christmas. And we wanted to get y'all into the holiday season of Christmas and the cheerness of Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
And so...
Well, before you get into that, since you got your notes this time, high five for that. Where's the applause thing?
Yes.
High five for that one. But I will say, before you guys get so in tune to this, which I'm glad for you.
Awesome.
Really remix.
Mm-hmm.
But don't forget, you guys, we just finished the finished the series of the 4 like foundation or principles while you're dating that you should discuss before you get married.
Or the 4 major topics that you should discuss before you get married. She said principles, but principles is kind of like stuck in concrete. I just wanted to make it a topic.
Principles, foundations, ideas, topics, decisions, choices, whatever y'all want to call it. The 4 important things that we think and that we've learned through this should be discussed before marriage. So go tap in. We'll put the link somewhere down here. Go check it out. Subscribe. Go to that. But for today, Mr. Barker will be taking the lead. His notes is there.
Well, I got a little bit of notes. And I just wanted to go over this time of the year, when it comes to relationship, as far as dating, as far as marriage, the different emotions that can be going on right now during this, Christmas spirit, You can have a more joyful, feeling good, and I want to talk a lot about that. Happy, it's a loving season, and then, it has its downsides. It can be stressful.
Well, one of the biggest things I know about the holiday time, it is a time for a lot of people that are struggling. Unfortunately, people that have lost somebody throughout the year, this might be a difficult time if it's the first holidays without them. People that have illnesses, and then don't forget, and you guys know, as a mental health therapist, it's big for me is mental health, depression, suicide, because all these factors lead into that in someone's mental health right now during this time, even before now, like starting, I want to say as early as like September, October. You're going into the fall, going into the Halloween, the festivities. Lots of people that we don't know, we might not know, might be going through a downtime, maybe something in their marriage, or just whatever. And mental health plays a part.
Yeah, and I just want to say, to those widows or widowers, how's it for the men or whatever, but I just want to say, I know it could be a stressful, depressing time for you. We just, as the Barkers, want to just say, hey, keep your head up, prayers to you, and I know this is a time that you're probably missing your spouse right now. This might even be the first time that you're celebrating the Christmas holidays without that special someone that's been in your life. So we just want to just send our blessings and regards to you guys out there that are paying attention to our calls and stuff like this, because again,
it can be difficult.
It can be very difficult. That's one of the calls that we will have in the near future, just about the loneliness that you can have, just if something was to occur in a relationship, far as like a death in the relationship, and now you're how do you move on, how do you get on, or how do you move past that? And I would like to get a couple people who have been through that experience to actually elaborate and talk more about that. But we're going to get back to the joyness of the happiness and the loving season.
Holidays. Let's talk about it.
This is something that's really like, especially like when you first dating, this can be an exciting time, for
Let's think about our first holidays. Do you remember that time?
Yeah.
A few holidays. Well, I think the first one you kind of didn't the first holiday you kind of denied me and you were like, nah, I'm straight, and then you was elsewhere with someone else.
Yeah. Boy, can't
Let's talk about the holidays. Tap tap.
Look, she want to dig up some old bones.
Let's go.
Anyway.
Let's discuss. Listen. Sometimes we gotta discuss facts, because it's not all peaches and cream.
You know, listen.
And people get caught. Like, we gotta be real.
Okay, but it was a dating scene. It was the dating scene, you know. But it also.
And the state over. You were like the state over, wasn't you? And I was in one state really sick.
Listen.
And you were on the next. And you told me you was in Atlanta.
Listen, okay.
You remember? Oh, okay. So holidays.
Really? All right, take over the call.
We need to have a fun fact call.
Oh man.
Yes.
Really?
Please.
All right. Shots fired all day, every day.
But anyways,
with this lady.
Anyways, sometimes just things happen.
Yeah.
But we gotta discuss in the facts of the holidays and when you're dating. One of my questions would be, how soon is too soon to go to somebody's families for holidays?
Well,
in the dating scene,
and
then we'll get into marriage stuff.
I think, in the dating scene, it depends on, like I said, how's your emotional connection and relationship with that person. Like, I feel...
But you both have to be in agreement.
Yeah, you both
Because at the time when I invited you for my Christmas, I thought we were serious.
Yeah.
But I guess that's otherwise. So,
well,
you both have to make sure you agree where, even if it's only 6 months, 3 months, whatever it is, and you're like, oh, come hang out with me for the holidays, you got to make sure that your partner is also in agreement and that they're also only seeing you, so the holidays could be about you, right?
Well, yes, I agree.
That's
somewhat.
Important.
Yeah, I agree. Oh, matter of fact, thank you. Shout outs to my wife for the tired elf shirts.
Y'all see the shirts? It's cute.
Yes. All right.
Elf. We got the whole.
Okay.
Y'all gonna get more of the family pictures pretty soon.
Okay, so back to the subject again.
Yes.
All right. So this is the thing. I agree somewhat, but
because you can't go to all the girlfriends' house during the holidays.
No, I disagree with you on some of it, right? And she was like, "What is too soon or too soon to actually go see the family, right?" And this is the thing I feel, my opinion, right? This is my opinion. This is coming from me, not even Jen. This is just totally Brandon right here. Until y'all had that first real argument.
That's like deep though, because like, what is the real argument?
No, like the first real disagreement or real argument, just to see how someone acts and responds.
In public. Or like what do you mean?
Or around family or friends, just to see if they can control their emotions.
But like that depends though, because like in our case, my family wasn't here, so I wanted you to fly with me where they were. So at that point, you would have not known how I act in front of my family. Maybe you've seen with your family or with your friends or something.
Or what about just one-on-one? Maybe I felt like, what if something would have transpired while I was up there? Right, and now that you're home, you feel comfortable.
I would have came through with all my people.
Yeah,
I already know they would have had my back all day, every day.
So that's why I feel like.
So that's why you feel like you should have went to the next chick. Okay, my bad. Okay, oops.
There she
Anyways, shots fired. So no, but yeah. So when it's too soon, you're saying when you know the other person's reaction.
Yes, because you don't know, like maybe if you do go back home, and not saying, this is our situation, maybe you go back home and like the person you used to date comes through, like that ex.
Where are they coming through?
That just, they're just about around in the city.
Okay, you talking about that type of situation.
Or they just around about and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying?
Well, this is when it becomes difficult when you're dating someone from a different city and you have to go there. Yeah. Like I know it's not always easy for you. Now that I know, I didn't know before, but I didn't think of it. I just figured I'm going up top with my dude, once we got married, I didn't think nothing of it until you had mentioned like I'm not trying to be somewhere and then a situation happens with an ex or something like that, and I never really thought of it like that because and this the thing is also depends on who you're dating too, what type of person they are, because I am also like what they know me as and where I'm from is like I'm always cool with everybody. So like I'm cool with the dudes, I'm cool with the chicks, I'm cool with my exes, I'm cool with even a baby mom here and there, like so for me I didn't think of it like that because I didn't have it wasn't a big deal. But it's something that you should, I think, discuss.
Yeah, and that's why I feel like, you got to understand where y'all at far as in having a disagreement where it's okay, because you could be going to like a Christmas party and end up kissing somebody that you used to date.
Really? That's what we do.
And you're dating somebody.
What Christmas party you at?
And you're having those feelings going
what back. What Christmas party are you at?
Or whatever party that you was at.
Oh, that they go to. In case they go to a party.
Yeah.
But where's the partner at?
He's back.
You talking about when they're with you or when they're not?
When they're not.
So what that got to do with the holidays?
But I'm just saying though, those are different things. See, what if that was a situation and somebody was there? Then that would have been more of a conflict type of situation. Yeah,
and it also depends on the person and the boundaries. Would that have happened if the partner was there?
Mm-hmm. Who knows?
Right.
Who knows?
So dating in the holidays is not easy.
It's not.
Because not only is it family stuff, but then you're also thinking gifts, or like what do you buy, what do you not buy? Is it too serious?
I think that's kind of.
I think one of ours didn't we go? When did we go to Mexico? Wasn't that one of the?
I think that was later down.
No, I know, but like, wasn't it? I could have sworn it was like a holiday or something.
I don't think it was Christmas though.
Yep. Because remember, my grandma had passed, and I didn't go to the funeral. We went to Mexico.
You sure?
Yes, I'm positive, because I remember I was gonna cancel our trip, and I talked to my family, and my aunt was like, your grandmother would want you to continue this trip. Because remember, that's when the year before, I think, tap, I think that's when I had wanted you to meet my grandmother to come up with me, and you didn't go. Remember, I was so upset.
Yeah.
And you were in Jersey. So, and then that's the last, remember? And then the year after. So I think it also depends on the gifts and where you guys are in the relationship.
Yeah. But then it's exciting to be dating somebody, to have somebody new, It's
do all the cute stuff.
It's a lovey, kissing and
I think
stuff.
we did ice skating. I have pictures of us. We did ice skating. Like, it was like the first like year or two. We were down in Atlanta by Centennial. I got the pictures.
Oh yeah. That's when we went out. Had the ice skating ring
and
down
we turned up. So, but this wasn't a holiday where he went MIA. So, things happen. Yeah, things happen.
So, and then it's exciting, your first, especially if it wasn't like a birthday or something like this. This is your first time buying a gift, right? So this is really good for the dating, because they're seeing if you really paid attention to what they like, and you're starting to really learn that person. So now you can buy that gift that they never thought about, that you was listening. And that's something.
And this is where the proposals happen.
Yes.
Some holiday season, a lot of people do proposals. A lot of people, start thinking about, oh, you gotta move him back, I can't see. Start thinking about, like you said, what's their perfume, or what did they talk about? What did we do all throughout the year? You were really good with that, like with certain perfumes, certain shoes. What did I get you?
I don't remember.
That's not good.
I know.
I remember the shoes.
You got me some shoes?
Perfumes. No, you got me shoes.
Yeah, I know.
So I think that's the good part when it comes to holidays, like the fun, especially in Atlanta. Like, it's not like it was before, but now
it's so many things to do.
So many things, but side note, it can get expensive.
Yeah, it can.
It can. This is like more and more expensive. So it's like, do you do all these things and get a Christmas gift, or are we slimming down and like?
No,
you can't date me in the.
No, you can do these things and get the Christmas gift. It's fun. It's fun. It's exciting.
Depending on people's pockets.
Yeah.
If somebody's struggling, because you got to be real, like this nowadays with inflation, with the stuff, the way things are, dating and gifts in a month.
Well, see, that's the problem. That's the problem. When you're dating,
like, you better have a budget.
No, look, that's the problem. When you date,
that's what you gotta talk about though. Like, when we date, like, see, if we would have met now, I would have ran in like the budget for the dating this month is like $300, $500, $200. Shoot. 1 month we might not have a budget and ball out, or 1 month we might just be strictly at the crib.
Well, this is the thing though. When you're dating though, usually when it comes to like Christmas, you're not buying it right before Christmas. You're
I
buying
would hope
it.
so.
You're buying it in like October, or you're buying it in November.
Well, no, it depends.
I bought your gifts in October, November because I needed to budget out.
Well, and
that was me.
But that's the difference. You knew you wanted to be with me for Christmas.
Yeah. So,
some people, if you're, let's say you just started dating in the summertime.
Mm-hmm.
Do you really in October or August go buy them a gift and you're still not even 6 months? That's what I'm saying.
Well, if I know something that I've come across, we talked about, and I know I found a good deal on it, I'll go ahead and buy it.
And then if they break up, what happens?
I'll take it back. I got the receipt. I keep receipts.
Okay. All right. Oh, excuse me. Excuse, where's the
female voice?
Oh, that's not it.
Yes, I keep receipts.
I need to see the thing. I can't hear. Yes, something. So dating scene, holidays. Now let's get into when you guys are married, right? Or what? Do you have anything else for dating scene?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, what's your note say?
Listen, I just understand this is a real happy time for dating, right? Mm. Especially like if you one of those couples who date and like to go out dancing or go to the club together, right?
If you're a social couple,
yeah. If you're
some couples are not. Some people like to be in the house or about.
If you're a social,
were we doing a lot?
Yeah, we was going to the nice club.
I don't remember. Listen, kid in. I don't remember what I did last night.
Listen. Hey, it was like that Usher Raymond song, "Sex in the Club," right?
Really?
Yeah, we was but yeah, we was so into each other.
So into each other.
It was like people was like, okay, y'all can go get a room,
Yeah, I remember that now. I do remember those club outings where we would turn up like all the way, and people would be looking at us like, y'all need to go get a room, like, because we were that like, we still are like when we go out, but we don't really go out as much because of course now we got the kids, But yeah, we were that couple that you see like in the corner making out the whole time and turning up and shots, and he used to pick me up when I was pickable. If that's even a word. He used to have his 6-pack when he had the 6-pack. So we go back, okay? It's almost 15 years, and in 15 years the weight starts climbing in, but I remember that though, like
we was doing those type of things.
But we also did stuff like the ice skating. We did the Stone Mountain one time.
Going out to eat.
All the games. We go out to eat a lot.
Watching fireworks, all types of stuff. So it was just the Christmas atmosphere. We would just take walks in the park in the winter,
Yeah, Brandon was cute when we did.
And sometimes we just wanted to get a hotel downtown just to enjoy the scenery. See the view of the city. Go out that night, and then come back to a nice hotel room with a nice view, have a few drinks, and then have that loving season. So
that's what caught me. That's really what caught my eye. Is the after VIP part. I used to be like, okay, that's what you do. Maybe I could get used to this lifestyle. This after party. Brandon, Pierre, Mr. Barker.
Got my whole gover.
I know.
Look, so anyway, gover. Yeah.
So, but what else you put for dating?
But that's the main thing I wanted to say. During this time, if you're dating, this can be a happy and this can be a joyful time in your dating. So really capture these moments, take pictures, have memories. This is a loving time. For really understand the person that you're dating. And then this also could lead into the new year as far as, are you really getting serious? Is it that time to get serious? Those are the thoughts that can be running through your head right now. Like, okay, it's a new year. It's about to be a new me. Am I ready to get serious? Is it time for me to get serious and be with the one that I really want to be with for the rest of my life? Is she the one? Is he the one?
Yeah, because after that, you got Valentine's Day.
Right. So,
you better prepare them pockets.
Man, tell you, like, for me, I had Christmas. And then I had Jen's birthday, and I had New Year's to party with that, and then Jen's birthday, and then I had Valentine's. She was like hitting me up, right? So it was kind of rough for me.
Yeah, and then to make matters even better, then you did the proposal in April. Yeah. So it's like February, you had like 1 or 2 months break, and then the proposal, and then when we got married, it's like in June, so it's like another month or 2 break. Because I like to listen for my ladies.
But that was
y'all know that was later on, but y'all know you celebrate anniversaries. There's 2. There's when y'all dated. Brendan knows I have that in my mind. And when you got married, he don't even count that no more. He just counts the marriage. He be like, I don't care about that one no more.
Yeah.
I count it all. Y'all ladies know how it is. So as far as the holidays, it can be great. I know one part that I've seen it happen before is breakups before the holidays.
Whoa.
I've
And
seen
that's
that.
yeah, and that can be stressful and depressing at the same time.
Yeah, like right before the holidays, you're
Right.
getting prepared, things happen, or you find out that there was somebody else and you thought it was serious, but it really wasn't. Um, and what else for holidays?
And if you happen to go through that, I think that was just a sign for you to like, you know what? It's about to be this new year. Let me focus more on myself and loving myself and find out who, you know, is sent for me or who God is sending me, you know, or who should I be with, or like I said, more time for yourself to figure out who you really are.
Yeah.
You know, don't take,
and then turn up for New Year's. You don't need the person.
Turn up for New Year's, right? Do that.
So now are we going to?
Yep.
We're gonna go into marriage. This is the fun part. Talking about you wanted to get into what? Because I thought it was more what you said, like etiquette, the do's and the don'ts, right? I think what was the other thing you said?
Yeah, more of when like during these holiday seasons and you been married for a while, it can be a lot of trying times. It could be a lot of, you know, influential things that happen around this season, you know.
I have a good one.
What is that?
Influential, whatever you just said.
Yeah.
One of the biggest things, and you know, we're very real in our household, and Brendan knows this, and this is not even just Christmas, it's a holiday. So holidays is Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's. Some might even start as early as Halloween. Right?
Right.
Our biggest one that I is such a pet peeve for me is deciding where we're going. Okay? It used to be simple. Thanksgiving in the South, Christmas up top. Or Thanksgiving in the South, Christmas elsewhere. Why? For me, Thanksgiving here, because since the first Thanksgiving I had here with Brandon, which was like, I think my the first year, I think it was, when I was like crying and stuff about my family. But the food was a big eye-opener coming from Connecticut, Hispanic, Colombian family, where it was Hispanic type of Thanksgiving, coming to the South having, because remember, if you guys don't know, whoever y'all chiming in, this guy right here is straight born and raised in Atlanta. You don't find many of those nowadays. You come to Georgia, it's a lot of mixed scenarios. But this guy happened to be straight, like born in was that, like, they usually, you know, Decatur was greater, but in that vicinity, you know, raised in a certain, you know, so having him here, his family is here, his dad is from here, his mom, grandparent, like the whole nine. So then the Thanksgiving is the whole real deal, soul food, like home cooking, real, like stuff I never even heard of. And I was like, what is this? It was just all amazing. So from that first time, I literally was like, I'm never going back home for Thanksgiving. Yeah. No offense to my family back home. I love y'all. But I promise you, my familia, tap, 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 if y'all will come down here and for the South with a Southern straight real cooking Thanksgiving, not to say ours isn't real, but you know what I mean, y'all will be like, OMG, Jen. Green beans, especially the green bean casserole, stuffing, like y'all be like, what? It ain't always rice and beans.
Well, see, so the thing about it, and that's what Jen liked about, you know, that's one thing that really connected us was our family traditions, right? Mm-hmm. You know, her family, I feel they are more
still Colombian,
but they're more together throughout the year, and it's like, with us, we're more, you know, together through these holiday seasons like Christmas, Thanksgiving, New Year's.
Black culture.
Yeah, so like when we get together, like it's an all-out feast. It's an open bar.
Which I thought it was weird because I was like, why do you only see your uncle once a year? Like, or why is it just... But at first it was weird for me. Now I get it. Now I'm like, oh, I'm going to see Uncle Memorial Weekend. We good. Yeah. I'm going to see this cousin, you know, Christmas, right before, or Thanksgiving. Like, I know, like Labor Day, Memorial Day, 4th of July, I know black folks going to get together and they're going to cook. Yeah. That's what I know. And
it's like open bar, and it's like you don't go home until...
Spanish folks, my people...
There's no more food.
Every weekend we see you. Like, every week. Like, we get tired of seeing. Like, I saw you yesterday. You're back today. You know, why are you here again? So, for me, I was like, Thanksgiving is here. Boom. but Christmas. So that's one of my biggest pet peeves is deciding what we're doing for the holidays. Yes. Because I plan it off for one. Y'all know I do my travel consulting on the side. So I'm the one that plans it 99% of the time. But trying to figure out what family, what cousin, what uncle.
So speaking of that, that's part of the stressfulness that can be in a marriage because I'm like...
He's like, I just be riding.
Yeah, I'm riding. I'm like, and she's like, you're not helping me with no plans. And I'm be straight up.
And honestly, we got to be careful with that because the husbands might say, oh, you got it. I'm here. I'm there, blah, blah, blah. But they be the first ones when something doesn't come out right to complain. And it's like, how do you have the nerve to complain about this, hotel?
Because you know my style. Like, we've been together so long. You know my style.
Sometimes things can mess up. And that's why I've always said, and this is why it's one of my pet peeves for the holidays.
Babe,
when we're discussing, like where we're going. Uncle who? Bobby, Joe, Tom. Well, there's no Tom to black folks, but Tyrone. Like, what cousin we going to? What uncle? What side of town? And then everybody figuring out because they don't know which house or what time or. That is new to me because I'm used to just going to my grandma's. Everybody's there. We all bring a plate. Boom. So for me, that's been a thing.
Well, we used to do that when grandma was around, but now it moves to the uncles and the aunts and stuff.
Y'all be all over every Thanksgiving. Yeah, so every Thanksgiving is who's going where, what are we doing, where are we going, I be like, listen, y'all about to do nothing and you about to just cook in this house.
And then this is the thing. So like, far as being stressful, I know I put a lot of stress on my wife. I'm gonna be transparent. I put a lot of stress on her. What you want the ding?
I want this one.
So yes, I put a lot of stress on her because when it comes to plans, future plans that we have, if she knows a particular area, I figure that hey, she can handle it, she do it. But she had asked me for suggestions, but I'm kind of checked in and checked out every now and then. I'll check in when on some stuff, and then some stuff I just check out like you got it, you can handle it. And stuff, and she's like, no, I need an itinerary. Because she's very much boom, boom, boom.
I am big on, for all my planners out there, please put a comments for my planners. I am huge on planning, and then not just planning, but planning ahead, being prepared. I am not just drop down to a town and just see what life takes me. I can't. It's not happening. I need to have it boom, boom, boom. This time, this place. Like, I literally write it down, you guys. I write the days, the times, destination, location, where we're going, activities. I do the whole thing. That's why y'all see my trips. They're fire. Like, they're amazing. I'm not, like, even being funny. And I'm not going to toot my own horn, but I really am. Because I know all the work that I put into when we do the holiday trips, the birthday trips. And then to top it off, our oldest birthday is 3 days. Our oldest son, his birthday is 3 days after Christmas. So it's like, what are we doing? We got Christmas and his birthday. So it's a lot. So like you said, it can be stressful. It can cause arguments. It can cause disagreements.
And it can be a time of depression because I'm going to just be with me. When I first met Jen, I like Christmas, but I wasn't into Christmas. I wasn't in. Listen, because see, the thing with me is when I was in high school, right? Actually, one of my grandparents, my grandfather actually died on Christmas Day.
How come I didn't know that?
Yeah, I don't know. He was in the hospital. Yeah, I think I told you.
I don't remember that.
But he died on Christmas Day on my mom's side. And so, like, when I was growing up, like, that second half of the year, whatever, I experienced a lot of deaths. Like, I was going to, like, funerals when I was in high school every other couple days, every other couple months. And I'm like, I told my mom, like, look, I'm tired of going to funerals, And so, like, when it came down to the holiday season and I met Jen and she was so amped about it, it was like...
He would burst my bubble every time until we had kids. Because my excitement and my family's excitement passed through our kids. Like, Our boys, you guys know, they love the holidays, especially our oldest. He's a Christmas baby. Like,
right.
Out of all the things, he ended up being a Christmas baby, which he wasn't supposed to be here till February. But he ended up being a Christmas baby. The odds are that, right? So when that happened, and not to lie, the first couple years, B was a Debbie Downer.
Yeah, I was.
Like, you see some Christmas pictures when Francisco was little, he probably wasn't in them because he didn't want to even go to the Santa thing, So me and my mother would be like, man, we out. This is my first baby. We are out. We doing all these Christmas activities. He semi jumped in, but then as the years went by, finally, like several years in, he'll be like, okay, I hope, because we would even put the lights up by ourselves, the tree. Finally, he started like, okay, I'll do lights. But then he'll be, I'm like, dude, you're not having that energy. Like, we're not having, like, we put the Christmas music, we blast it, we have hot coat, like, we are all in. So finally, years in, 3 kids later, he's now like, okay, it's Christmas, where are we going, what are we doing? He actually does talked about the certain things to get.
And so that goes with, I know we talked about it in one of our calls, and this goes with like family background. So me, I was going through more of a depressed stage until I started to get enlightened with, like, my kids shouldn't be having this. My kids should be enjoying Christmas.
Right.
It shouldn't be where I'm not, And so this was part of our marriage that came about, and something that we had to have that conversation. And she was like, basically, I understand that you probably didn't have the best part of holiday seasons with you growing up, but you can't do this to our kids. Like, you can't do that.
Especially with our boys being so into Christmas, understanding that it's Jesus' birthday.
Right.
Like, they're really excited. It's not like the presents and the parties. They're literally, like, our boys are legit excited, like, Jesus' birthday's coming. Like, we literally get a cake or a cupcake for Jesus' birthday, and we sing happy birthday. Like, they're literally, like, excited with the lights and the star on the tree, and they have the whole background and meaning of what is really the star on the tree. They got taught at school, with the 3 kings and going with after the star. So they really get, like, the whole definition and background of really where Christmas kind of supposed to be, not just this whole commercial thing. So that's why I like the fact that B finally, like, okay, like, let's get involved, let's go. He's not into the Christmas shopping still, which is fine because I don't really like it either. But is that the baby? It sounded like it.
Go check him.
What is that noise?
You can go check on him.
One thing I wanted to ask before I go is arguments at the parties. How about that? Right. Holidays, marriage.
Okay, so you want me to go over there while you handle that, and then you can come back and jump in?
Ain't nobody handling nothing. They know, because kids are home because of holiday season.
Yes, they are.
So go in their room. Nope, nobody's saying hi. Nobody's being nosy. No. So anyways, they're going to their room. We're going to finish the discussion idea of the party time. Like, the actual, like, festivities and all that. How do you feel when it comes to is it in public? Is it private? What do you think?
So we had discussed this before, when it comes to, like, controlling certain temperaments that you might have during the holiday season, or if you know that you can't control, like, certain alcohol intake, and discussing this with your spouse and knowing when to quit or when you hit your limit,
right.
And to kind of read your spouse on when they're giving you that signal or that eye of, like, okay, it's enough, you starting to go there, right?
Yeah.
So, because then you don't want that argument to take place in front of family members or friends or the Christmas party at work, And if it do get to that point, you want to make sure you go to a place where y'all can have that discussion, but you don't leave out, like, okay, what happened back there type thing, or what went over around the corner.
So basically, in other words, arguments during parties, holidays, is a no-no.
Right.
Like, it shouldn't even be. And I know things happen, like, maybe you had a little bit too much to drink, or maybe you didn't like something I said or you did or whatever. But, like, a full argument
blown out
during these
situation.
holidays, like especially like the actual day you're with your whole family, that's a big no-no. And also, I think we said this before, um, offending one another or like attacking each other.
Yes.
Like, we're not gonna be at Christmas dinner and be like, well, the way Brandon did this the other day, or the way Jen was saying that, like, you don't. And this is big because
which you don't do this period.
You don't do it period, but
you really don't do it during this time of the year.
And what I'm saying is, you can be too comfortable with your family. Like, for example, I know for us, we're gonna be this holiday, with my family, and a lot of my family, well, really, like my aunt. I talk to my aunt all the time. Like, she knows everything and everything about me. We talk every day, all day. I'm comfortable. So it might be a scenario where we're having mashed potato or, having our rice and beans, and it might be like, Brandon ain't do that the other day. And I'm like, oops, that's a no-no. Even though it can be hard because you might be comfortable, like, or if we go to your brother's, one of the days, and, because you're close to your brother, I'm close to the wife, a comment might come out. Or what about comments that other people make?
Yes.
What about that?
And that can be a little. That can be a little. You
gotta be like, hey. Let me sit back on this one. Let me sip my tea while they go through that.
Or it could be.
I'm not getting involved.
It could be a little fire starter for you guys. It could be a little match light right there. Also, something that is mentioned, or a situation that took place and one of your spouse didn't know about it, right?
Oh gosh.
Or
You remember that night you went out with Kiki and y'all turned up?
Yeah, or
and you'd be like, what?
Yeah, when'd you go? Yeah, I don't remember. Where were you at? Where were I at? Type things. We'll have that discussion a little bit later, right?
But it's happened. I forgot what situation. There was one of many, as we can recall. And we were somewhere, and one of your cousins says something. And this is, ladies, y'all gotta get good at this. Y'all gotta get good at this.
Here we go.
I'm gonna give y'all a tip, right? For my people in the back. Shots, please. Can I get some shots? Okay, we're doing that, right? Don't say nothing when the cousin is talking. Cousin Bobo or cousin Pedro, Hispanic and black folks, right? And they saying something. And I remember when this happened and the cousin said something and I was like, really? I said, oh, okay, I didn't spaz. I didn't go in on B. I just
took the mental notes.
Note taken. I quickly, y'all know how the brain works, ladies. You already know. And then after the situation, because I didn't say nothing, cousin Bobo kept talking. Right? Cousin Pedro kept talking. That when they talk, they talk. There's liquor going in, they're going, and he's just saying some things about me and this event and this situation and this time. And I'm in my head like, he didn't tell me that. That was that time. Because y'all ladies know that one time something went down. Did he answer the call 20 times or he went MIA on the map or something? I don't know. So I was like, I didn't make it too obvious.
Is this a dating period or married period?
I think this has to be dating.
Yeah, right.
Because if it's married and now this is coming up, it's a situation. But I'm just saying. So then after the fact, then we had a discussion. And I was like, yo, I thought you told me this. Yeah, no. Cousin Bobo done slipped up and he thought you told me this. And this came out and this was a whole episode. But what I'm getting to is be wise when you talk, ladies, and when you disrupt.
And gentlemen.
And when you disrupt. And gentlemen, because I know my family is good for this. They'll be running their mouth about some old stuff about me. And I just be like, can y'all shut up? Like, y'all still talk. Brandon be like, so, and what happened? And what else? I'll be like, yo, I'm about to knock this cousin out. But just be wise. When to talk, when not to talk. Don't curse them out. Like, just be careful, because remember, if you are that happy marriage, show that. Don't that one moment because of drinks or arguments or whatever get into each other. I've gotten really good now when I don't let it bother me at that moment. I'll go after and discuss it with B, which sometimes it can be not good because he'd be like, what are you talking about? I don't even remember. So sometimes you do, ladies, have to be like, what you doing over there? You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you gotta, but just nicely.
Okay.
Right?
And I wanted to go over another thing, right?
We got a few minutes left.
Yes. Okay. This is a big one. This is a big one for both, is, during these holiday seasons, you can get a little bit separated at these parties away from your spouse, right? So kind of check up on each other throughout the party or the Christmas party or the work party. Just don't be,
and help each other out too.
Yeah, just don't disappear and then your spouse or your spouse is like, I've been looking for you for the last 20 minutes. Where you been?
Yeah.
And if you're going to hang with the fellas or whatever, or you're going to hang with the girlfriends, be like, hey, I'm going to be over here with Debbie and them, I'm going to talk to them, chop it up with them for a minute. I ain't talked to them in a while. Or, if it's the fellas, hey, I'm going to be over here with Leon and them, I ain't holler at them in a minute.
Why gotta be Leon and them? Why gotta be and them?
And because it's going to be the
fellas.
fellas.
Tell me who is and them. Can I know who is and them? Because and them could be Keisha and all them others.
No, I'm talking about at the family holiday party or if it's at the work party, and just
it's
chop it
just
up.
Communicate and like, especially if you have kids. I know one of the big things that would be when we would go to the brothers for events or whatever, and he goes his MIA way because he does it like, come on guys, stop. And because y'all know the husbands and the dads, they want to buy, they go and get their drink, whatever, go hang out, and I got the kids. And I'll be like, where is your daddy? Hold up, what is going on here? I take the baby, especially the baby. Oh, I don't play. I go right. Ladies, please learn, okay? Don't be, no. Give him the baby. Here, change the baby. I'll be right back. I'm about to go do this. Can I eat, because sometimes, like he says, you kind of get so caught up in the moment. You guys are talking, the dad or the brother, the cousin, somebody you ain't seen in a long time, or especially if you're traveling, or because I know for me, I haven't seen my people. We saw them last year in Myrtle Beach, but in Connecticut, it's been years. So for me, it's going to be more of hands-on with them doing stuff in Connecticut, doing stuff around the house or whatever, whereas the kids, they might be playing, but then you might have to help a little bit more with the baby. So, but it's good because it diffuses arguments. It diffuses arguments because I know we've had scenarios where I'll be like, babe, you was gone for the whole afternoon. Can you take this child? This is yours too.
Yeah, so certain situations like that, you just gotta be mindful of, when you're out during these times. Again, not to check up on each other, but just be aware. You guys helping each other out during this time.
And you never know if someone needs help getting out of a conversation.
Yeah.
Sometimes you might be with the I don't even know situation, and you just gotta be like, let me just go check. I'm gonna go check what Brandon got going on.
Let me refill your drink. Can we go over here and get some more drinks?
And you know what? That's a good cue. And that's another thing. I'm glad you said that. To close this out soon is have that cue, like you said. You said the little thing or whatever. Make sure before the event.
You got the cue.
Y'all married by now. You should already have a cue. If you
or
don't,
the eye or the look.
If you don't, I suggest you have the cue together. Versus if you're married and you're at a party and then you be like, you do it really obvious when the husband's like, oh, I gotta go over here.
Yeah.
Don't do that, okay? Don't be that. We helping y'all out, okay? I just want to tell y'all, know we helping you guys out. But have the cue. If it's the, hey, babe, let's go get a drink over here. Or if it's the, hey, can you call me, check on this real quick? Or check your phone. Or, something. Even if you gotta text your spouse hey, you gotta tone it down. What's going? Something versus you looking stupid, they looking retarded. Now you the talk of the town. They're not gonna want you back for holidays because y'all got into it, or it was too much, or the husband was on the floor, whatever.
Yeah.
Just don't be that person where it's like, are we gonna even invite them back? The Barkers are kind of crazy with their kids. They don't even feed them. Don't even do this. No, make sure you talk about this. hey, we go to this party, we're going to this auntie's house, you do this with the baby, I got this with the oldest, you check this out, okay, they're gonna be with me. Like, really set it up.
Yeah. You have to.
But what else? That's it to close out. We got like 2 more minutes. Y'all know I be straight about my time. I don't play.
And again, being married, this can be, like I said, a happy, joyful time for you. And if y'all don't have kids, just you and your spouse.
Oh, I thought of one really quick.
Go ahead.
Where do you go, right? We already discussed that, right? But what about the family member you don't like?
What you mean?
What about, do you discuss that with your spouse? Like for the holidays, like, oh, we're going to this person's house. Maybe, what if you don't like one of the, aunties? Or what if I don't like one of the in-laws? Or what if there's scenarios where you just, one family member you're not cool with?
I think you just keep your boundaries and you just say, keep your distance, with that.
But do y'all talk about it? Like, do we know? Like, does the spouse know?
Yeah, you should know. If it's somebody I don't like, then that's fine. We're going to keep our distance, keep our, and that's something we should discuss. But at the same time, this is a time that you should be loving on each other, having that good, happy time,
Them good vibes.
And then, you might have that good time at the party where you have them good drinks, and then, you go home and, think about the future.
Don't talk if you can't play, okay?
Yes.
Don't talk if the play ain't there.
Hey.
And that's another thing. The play afterwards, for married, especially my married folks out there, like, and no, not even just that, the kids, the family, the married people with kids, like, it's okay to do you afterwards.
Yes.
Like, it's okay, like, especially like this coming up holiday, like my oldest, he was like, yo, I'm hanging out with my cousins, I can't wait, I'm excited, I'm staying over. My cousin don't even know yet, but he's gonna be staying over at least once, right? And somehow the baby's gonna go somewhere else with one of my aunts and my mom's. It's just gonna work out, and we're gonna go and either hang out a party, go out just me and him. We might get a telly somewhere, VIP, go turn up. Like, it's okay if you have kids and you can also have them drinks, and like, yo, after this one's staying here, this one's going there. Now it's us. Let's go. We're about to be finished. So, but regarding that, you guys be safe.
Yes.
Even if you do that, be safe. No fighting, no issues.
Keep those at home.
Keep those at home. And if you're traveling, safe travels. I know we're traveling shortly, and the kids are all home, so they're all up in the mix everywhere. But you want to pray us out?
Yes. So,
or is it my turn?
It really is your turn. It really is your turn.
Y'all saw that, right? He went, yeah, it really is your turn. Like, he came back real quick. Well, my prayer is 1, 2, 3.
Go ahead.
Even though I really like to take my time, but I know, we got to get going and all that. So, I'll be a little bit 1, 2, 3. And I got people watching me, which I can't stand people watching me. Little minions.
Yes.
Anyway, some angels. Oh, they're angels. I forgot. Yes. Okay, come on. Anything else?
No, that's
We're praying
it.
now. Okay. Father God, thank you for this call. Thank you for everything tonight, that we're empowering other people for today, that we're helping others grow, that we're bringing marriages together and dating and couples and friends and everybody around us as one. Continue to help us to be patient and calm and have safe travels. And for the folks out there that are having their kids all this time, pray for us. Give us patience. Give us joy and love. And that they are great kids and great listeners. Everybody on this call, share the blessings that we like to give to you all. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen. So y'all have a good one.
Merry Christmas and
happy holidays.
Yes.